Hello, I'm here now. Give it a moment. Whoa, shit. I will say that this upcoming segment, I hope it's not too long. I just want to make this super clear because I definitely think I made people upset. Go figure. Yesterday. About my statement, which really just went to kind of prove my fucking point. Which sucks. It does suck. But it did prove my fucking point. And I hate to have to bring it up like this, but yeah. Also, here you go. So, I just want to be clear. Yesterday, during our Warframe stream, I caught something really fucking strange. There was a weird post by a VTuber that I literally said was kind of fucking off. So, apparently, there was this white VTuber, like, awards created by, like, Twitter created, essentially to be a jackass about something that I would then discover. The Black VTubing community would be creating the Black VTuber Awards. Now, I reiterated very specifically, as best as I could, because again, I'm sorry if it sounds bad. I'm neurodivergent. I have a very hard time with my fucking words. My bad, dog. But my point still stands. Award shows are bad. They are the antithesis of problems. And to celebrate something is not to glorify something. The problem with award ceremonies, whether it's the Indie VTuber Awards, whether it's the VTuber Awards created by Fillion, whether it's the Streamer Awards created by Cutie Cinderella, whether it's the Grammys, whether it's your fucking local fucking college award ceremony for doing a good job. It's literally just a glorification of the most popular, right? Which is the whole point of an award show. You have to be above all things of everybody else and then be rewarded for being better than everybody else. Which creates hostility in other people who think that somebody else deserved it. Because you'll get one of two scenarios. Number one, you'll get people that'll be like, hey, this person didn't do all that much. Why did that person get the votes? When clearly this person deserves it. Again, it creates a hostility if it's voting based, right? Because let's bring into an account like this, right? There are 4 people and it's the best VTuber of 2025 or whatever, right? And we go in and we create this thing and it's 4 votes. So a bunch of people come together to vote and 1 out of 4 people will be happy because that person has won, while 3/4 of people will be upset. And dependent on the community, it can turn south real fucking fast. Okay? And I'm gonna be the first to say this, and it might sound really fucking harsh, but the LGBT, Latino, black communities in general, kind of, especially the trans community as well, tend to be the most hostile communities. As a trans individual, as a VTuber, as a Latino, they can be pretty fucking hostile. Not to be rude, because that's not everybody. But we need to talk about the elephant in the fucking room. There are a lot of people in those communities that are doing very heinous shit, saying heinous shit, and then using, great example, transitioning as a shield for criticism. Well, you can't say they're this or that because they're trans, and you can't say that. No, people can say whatever the fuck they want, but we criticize those that aren't offering proper feedback. And it seems like people didn't hear my words properly or understand my message. When you build your community through Twitter, through drama, through hate, through lies and deception, through constant bombardment of those around you, instead of celebrating those around you and leeching off of others, demanding people do things, and all these heinous shit fucking things, you create a community that is born in a cesspool. And I hate to say it like that, I really do. I want to meet new VTubers. I want to meet new content creators. I want to meet new friends. I enjoy hanging out with people. I shout out my friends. I shout out people that I think are interesting, like I did for, like I do for like big VTubers, small VTubers that I find that I really enjoy. And I criticize those who do heinous shit, are deceptive, liars, grifters, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't give a shit. When you're acting a fool, okay? You acting like a fool. No. That's not cool. And I personally think that is a big problem in this space right now that no one wants to talk about, because they'll be attacked for it. They'll be criticized, but not criticized at all. They just get yelled at, called a Nazi or whatever. They're fucking, or like a chud, which is a brand new term that's been coming around, being called a chud, apparently. I feel so fucking old. For some reason, I feel so old about this. And I know it might sound weird. It might sound strange. So, again, I apologize if this comes off as insensitive to you. I really do. Because that's not the message. That's not the point. That was never the point. And if you want to make it believe that that's the case and fucking deflect and hide away from real criticism that I am offering, then do that. I can't stop you. I'm not going to. But there are amazing content creators out there in every space, whether it's Latino, the Black, the LGBT, so many amazing creators. And just because you're a selfish, entitled fucking prick that thinks that you are above all criticism, that you can just lie under your fucking teeth and get away with it, is the reason I call this shit out. You could be white, you could be blue, you could be green, you can be fucking a space alien for all I give a shit, and I'll still criticize you. I'll still call you out for your heinous actions. I will. That will not stop. Not once, not twice, never. It's not about your gender. It's not about your fucking skin color. It's about you. I'm looking at you from your soul, is what I'm doing. I'm looking at you from your personality, your actions. What do you say on this space? There are so many creative... There's this lady on who was, you know, going off on the people that were doing bad things. You know, the whole, like, really shitty thing that they were doing. Like, the white VTuber awards, which was just purely done to be a jackass and to be racist about it. End of story. That's what it was. There is no way around that. It's fucked up. So this person speaks out. And they start talking about it. And at first, their message is pretty clear. Ignore these people. Forget about them, right? If you give them power, if you acknowledge them and you talk about them, you've already lost. Ignore them, forget about them, move on, block, report if you have to, whatever the fuck, right? But in the end of the day, not giving them the time of day, not retweeting their fucking shit, not ignoring them and letting that fade into the abyss, never to be seen again. And criticizing the individuals for even coming up with it without giving it attention. I was all for that until they had to validate their claims as if they needed to validate having an opinion about how to handle a situation by saying that they were, you know, ridiculed and, you know, attacked, and that they would proceed to press charges on somebody for saying the N-word to them and got it on their criminal record. Now, if you have a fucking brain cell for a second, that sounds really strange, now doesn't it? Because when was there ever a law in place for that? There's something fucking sus about that, right? And that just kind of goes to show the thing that I dislike about it. You have some great opinions, but then you have to justify it with lies and deceit in order to justify yourself, because you're afraid that every person in your own community is going to get mad at you for having that opinion. So you have to use some extra leverage to get them to understand your point. By lying under your fucking teeth. That's not cool. That's the type of shit that I call out. You had great points, and I agree with some of them. But the second you started bringing up lies and deceit, I'm going to call you out for the lies and deceit half of what you did. When there are people defending, like, a VTuber who was actively using AI and generating their model through AI to basically say, let me be in both of these fucking award shows, and then being really fucked up about it, by the way. Do you want to know something? I called that shit out too, because that was unfucking precedented. Because it's not cool either. I'm tired of people unable to speak about real situations that need to be talked about because you'll be seen as fucked up, racist, bad, X, Y, and Z. Also, welcome in, Daniel. I'm talking about some serious stuff before we play Final Fantasy X. Just because, again, it's just on the frontal part of my brain right now, and I need to talk about it. It's part of my fucking autism, wisdom, bisms in my brain right now. But I'm trying to get people to understand something. Is creating a thing to show love and appreciation to a community that gets shafted in from time to time? Yes. Is it good to show representation to anybody? Yeah, absolutely. But to pretend like the only reason why you are not successful, which is a lot of times these types of people, is because of X, Y, and Z. And those X, Y, and Z is A, my gender, B, my sexual orientation, or C, my color of my skin is the reason I'm unsuccessful. is so disingenuous and stupid. To blame all the high-tier VTubers for not supporting the smaller VTubers. Like, they could just do that. Just not cool. End of story. It's just not cool. Your success hinges on you and what you do. It has nothing to do with your orientations, your skin, or any of that shit. I'm trans. And I'm a failure of a VTuber. I legitimately, I'm not really good, if that makes sense. You in the hospital today? I see. But, like, again, my point still stands. In the end of the day, this shit seems so fucking stupid. Because, here's the thing. I would have criticized the award show because it's an award show. I would have said, hey, I think the award show isn't a great idea because it causes a lot of hostility. Like, in general. Award shows just don't offer positivity. It usually offers negativity. Most people look to award shows because they're waiting for all the negative shit to happen. Streamer awards are a great example of that. You could end up doing more damage than you're doing good. And, again, what if they start handing awards out to people that have known issues in the community? Huh? What about that? What if they start, like, doing heinous shit? Like, the people that are there have said horrible, heinous things to different communities. Through Twitter and other things. Why are they allowed to get away with that? Like, how do we know? But then you call that out and you say, hey, that's not cool. They've been doing this type of shit. Why are they doing that? And why are they being, glorified here when they've been doing all of this? And then people will be like, well, they're justified in saying that type of shit. And they usually justify it with several things that are just wrong and unjust to everybody else. Because of what? Because they can? Because their skin color? Because of their ancestors' struggles that they work so hard to be able to make your life better, which it is better. Sure, there's still problems, but now it's our responsibility in our communities to make our lives better and make our next generation's lives better. That is our job. As a trans individual, it is my job to help educate and help people understand, grow, and learn about trans people. Not demand it, not force it, not ridicule people and call them fucking heinous shit just because they don't want to, because they have a jaded mindset. If they are so far gone that I can't change their mind, then I won't. There's no point. It's a lost cause. And that's okay. And you should understand that it has to be okay. We cannot convince everybody with our words. Nor does that mean that we resort to violence to solve the problem either. To fight fire with fire is to create more fire. So stop doing that. For anybody that's new, that hasn't, who's just popped in, let me explain that. So, yesterday, I found a tweet that I was like, what the fuck is this? It was super flabbergasting. Like, this can't be fucking real. And it was the White VTuber Awards. And I said, wow, it's AI generated. This looks fake as shit. This looks stupid as hell. And this just seems like another ploy to rage bait people. So, what do? I do some research real fast. Look into it and try to figure out what's going on. Turns out that this was created because somebody made the Black VTuber Awards to, for Black History Month and to celebrate You know, black people. So I was like, oh. Well, that's stupid. And I'm talking about the people that were doing the heinous shit. You know, obviously the white people, the white VTuber awards was clearly done in malice. End of story. It was just done in malice. And that's bad and stupid. But then I criticized the fact that it's an award show in general. Because this was inevitably going to happen. Because an award show does not offer positivity, it offers negativity. Why are we now making a VTuber award ceremony just after everybody just got over and finally shut the fuck up about the streamer awards? Why is it that we now decide this is the best year to do that? When we've had multiple award ceremonies, when this could have been a really good chance all those other years ago to establish a really nice thing for that community. Why now, in the heat of a moment, knowing the hostility of people and how it's still fresh in their mind? I say this because I am so fucking tired of it. I'm tired of people exploiting something and then pretending like they aren't doing that. I'm tired of people pretending like they aren't being offensive or trying to be offensive and trying to make a stance. I'm tired of virtue signaling or going at something instead of it actually being about positivity. I hope that that VTuber Awards goes well. I do. Because if it could just be a positive thing and that's just it, and it's just positive, that'll be a great thing. And could lead to a good president in the future. Right? But I also argue something else. What if it happened to be the male VTuber Awards to celebrate men during Men's Mental Health Month? A VTuber award for that. Do you think people would be okay with that? Do you think that the same people that are making this award show would be okay with that? Do you think that both sides that are having this problem right now would be okay with that? Or do you think that there would be a lot of these same people virtue signaling and saying that this is stupid, this is dumb, this should not be allowed, blah, 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 blah. What about women? 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 Think about it. This same argument can be thrown everywhere else, right? What about the Latino awards? Well, how do we justify who's a Latino? Is it the color of your skin? Is it that you can speak Spanish? Is it like your outfits? Do you have to look super Latino? What is it about it, right? It just seems so strange, right? Nothing wrong with wanting to celebrate and have the celebration, half of that. I hope that the award show goes well. I really want it to be well because it could set up a really good president for the future. But I am not confident that it will. I have more doubts. Because in the last year, we have nonstop into this year wouldn't shut up about Burnt Peanut, the streamer awards in general. Iron Mouse got attacked constantly to the point that they started attacking her business, her music, okay? Over a fucking award show. And some of these same people in this community over here were some of the same people that were attacking Iron Mouse, by the way. This group of Twitter people that are going off on each other right now are the same people that were fucking lambasting. Not all of them, by the way. I'm not saying all of them, but there were a good chunk that I found that were literally the same people doing the same shit. That they do not deserve. And I hope that they never show up in that award show. Because they don't deserve that. People that don't understand how to be a good person, like a good person, to understand humanity, you don't deserve to be a part of an award show. No one deserves to be a part of an award show. If you are going to be a heinous piece of shit. Because if you're a heinous piece of shit, and you say heinous pieces of shit, you don't deserve an award. You don't deserve to be praised. And you definitely don't deserve the limelight. But a lot of people in that community, and I'm gonna be the first to say it, have some very negative stigma and very negative perspectives. I can't be racist because I'm black. I can't be racist because I'm trans. I can't be racist because of this. I can't be criticized because of that. Y'all don't deserve... One second. Timer's done. You don't deserve the space and recognition that you think you do because you have such a heinous perspective. You can't see the humanity in people, and you judge people because of their ancestors. Okay. Then judge us too. Judge Puerto Ricans. Judge Spanish people. Spaniards. Judge us too. Are you gonna do that to the German people too? The German VTubers? Huh? What about them? You gonna judge them for their ancestors too? Make it make sense. Make it make fucking sense. Because it doesn't right now. And it pisses me off. Because I just see disingenuous people ruining a community that deserves love. Just a self-dick ride. This is why I don't like award shows. Because it's dick riding on dick riding on dick riding. And it will always be that way. Whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. It comes off as harsh. It might come off as rude. It might come off as I don't know what the word, fucking cold and calculated. Because I've been told that I sound cold and calculated when I talk about this shit. You don't understand the humanity of it. You're just an asshole. No, bitch. I do stand for humanity. You're the one that doesn't stand for humanity. You take humanity and exploit it. I'm lucky to be in the position that I am in. And I never take that for granted. Because to take that for granted is to fucking destroy everything that I stand for. It's so disingenuous for people to just basically blindly just accept shit. Without thinking for a fucking second. There's a lot of heinous people in every community. Trans people get ostracized for the select few that are jackasses, evil, fucked up people before they even fucking transitioned. There are people that use transitioning as an escape tool to avoid criticism. Chris Chan is not trans. They are autistic. They have trolls who tried to convince them that they are a woman. And through enough poking and prodding, they would proceed to transition. They are still Chris. They are still the same person that they were before. Nothing changed other than being manipulated by the fucking trolls and using transitioning as a weapon in order to continue to troll him. And we just blindly accept that. So trans people get the finger pointed and get called what that guy is. Then there was Ava Chris Tyson or whatever the fuck. A person who would then detransition. They were never trans to begin with. They were doing it because it was popular. They were doing it because it would have gotten them clicks and likes. They were trying to do it for relevance sake. Because detransitioning is not a real thing. To detransition is essentially to the idea that you were never trans to begin with. You jumped the ship before you even thought about it. Did you know there are men that just like to dress pretty? Did you know that there are women that just like to dress like dudes? Did you know that there's nuance to your life? Don't jump ship and immediately think to a new ship and hope that it's a better life for you only to be fucked up. I have plenty of fucking examples of the fucking hypocrisy that I receive on a day-to-day fucking basis. The amount of fucking hate that I get on a day-to-day basis. Whether I'm streaming, whether I'm in my real life, being sexually harassed by my boss because I'm trans and he thinks it's okay. My Xbox. Like, Xbox? My Xbox is harassing me! Oh no! But no, like my ex-boss. There we go. And the point that I bring this up is not for sympathy points. I don't care about that. Because it doesn't affect me. It used to. I used to be devastated by that shit. I was essayed by my boyfriend. One of my exes. And gaslit into believing that I was the problem. Okay? And I bring this up because everybody's situations are fucking different. And the people that use their fucking skin, people that use their transitioning as an excuse for their fucking shitty behavior is the shit that I fucking call out. Because it's so easy to rely on an excuse. To hide behind all that shit. Same thing with people that use their religion as an excuse to be trash. So I hope that the Black VTuber Awards goes well. I hope that they actually do the proper research to figure out who deserves it and who doesn't. And not just dick ride people that have the same opinion as them, that essentially are filled with hate. And I hope that they pick real people that genuinely are making real fundamental changes in their community. Not artificial changes. Not lies and deceit. But real fucking change. Because they deserve it. Not the fucking people that fucking act like fucking jerks. Or horrible people to other people because they think they're justified in their actions. Because boo-hoo, I get fucking called heinous shit. Bitch, so do I. You're not fucking special. Grow up. Learn. Be a better person. If you're wondering why you're not becoming a big streamer, it's on you. It's luck. It boils down to luck and your personality. And I personally think myself as a person, I'm not that entertaining. I have thousands of people on TikTok. Thousands. I'm able to stream on TikTok. And I can barely average one person watching me consistently. I get more people coming into my chat on TikTok to slander, hurt, call me fucking horrible shit. All the time. And while I do have people here that averagely watch me now, those are the people I appreciate. Red Wolf, Daniel, Foxy the Fox, Ty, April the Witch. I can name people on the top of my fucking head who I know are here and watching, that I genuinely am happy when I get to see them, because it means that I feel like I'm doing good. I feel like I'm achieving something, even if it's one or two people. But when I bring that up about how high my numbers are, right, I would be seen as a failure. There's a lot of VTubers out there that care about numbers. I don't. But I feel bad if I don't have enough numbers to offer something to the people that I think are great. Like Coffee Fox, or Anna Berry. You know? Or Kelsey Razzle. Or Always Vade. Or Erika. Ick Punk. Essentially. April Samurai. Like, these people, I enjoy hanging out with them. I enjoy their content. I don't catch their streams all the time because I'm so fucking busy as of definitely recently. I'm applying to job after job after job because do you want to know something sad? I have been unemployed for almost 3 years. Soon it's going to be 3 years. Three years. I'm worried that my roommates are going to run out of patience. And I'm going to be homeless. And I don't blame them. Because I should have a job by now. I think I should. I'm frustrated at myself for not having one. I'm applying to thousands and thousands on thousands of jobs, going out to apply to jobs, doing it online, fucking reaching out to people, doing everything I can. I'm a failure. I can acknowledge that. But I don't give up hope. I want to be a VTuber. I want to be a content creator that people can look up to. I want to be a content creator and make this my job. I do. I really do. Why? Because I'd be able to see my family whenever I wanted to. I get to hug my mom, which would just make me cry because I love my mom. I'd be able to go see my grandpa. I get to go hang out with my family. I get to make content that I enjoy. I get to do whatever that I really wanted to do in life. Because as somebody who is autistic, I learned that my reasoning for having a hard time with a regular 9 to 5 is because of my autism. There's a lot of things that I never realized came from my autism. The massive burnout, the destructive inability to retain information when I'm burnt out, and the lack of assistance I get. Because I also have to make sure that when I apply to these jobs, I have to lie about having a disability. I have Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia, and autism. All three of those are disabilities. If I want to even get anywhere remotely to an interview. And I still fail. I applied to Niji Sanji. I failed that too. I applied to so many things. I've done so much stuff. But that doesn't mean that I'll give up. Being a failure is not a problem. When we fail, that doesn't mean that we give up. We keep going. From a failure to success is through hard work and determination. And that's my plan. That's why I haven't given up. I might get burnt out from time to time streaming and be tired as shit from all this shit that I have to do on a day-to-day basis. But that does not mean that I will stop. I love hanging out. Does that make sense? Because one day, I will have so much Rule 34, it will be epic! My goal in life, as an indie VTuber, is to have one person come into this chat and say, yo, I came from your Rule 34 page. You seem pretty chill. And they follow, and it's because they gooned. My life will be harmonistic if that happens. You have no idea how awesome that would be and how funny that is. That would be dope. I'm so down for that. So yeah. Now, again, my final piece here, for anybody that didn't want to listen to me having this conversation. I do not like fake-ass people. There's a lot of problems in a lot of communities, and no one wants to talk about it because people are afraid to talk about it because they'll be seen or criticized or canceled or whatever. Not even criticized, just canceled, attacked, ridiculed, lied about, slandered, etc. because they had the gall to criticize somebody. And to then be oppressed. Which is damn fucking ironic, isn't it? Because you aren't a very specific group of people. Fucking hypocritical. I hope that this award, like VTuber award, goes well. I do. I want to have faith, but I can't. Because I know VTuber awards are always going to be a problem. Any award is going to be a problem. It makes certain people feel like shit, and it makes other people feel really good. Disappointment sets in, people wait for the negativity to come in. And if you don't want to understand that, if you don't want to understand my message of that, I hope it goes well. But how can I trust the system that has time and time again let us down? And groups of people that are running the show might just be the people that have and continue to ostracize people hypocritically. So how can I trust something to be a positive force when every single time we've been proven the opposite of that? That doesn't mean that we can't have this be a positive. I really, really hope it does. I really do. Because it could open so many new doors. And it would just be amazing to see an only positive thing. But there are so many fake people. And knowing that there's a chance that it could be run by a bunch of fake people that have very negative and jaded view sets is the problem. And I'm worried about it. I'm worried this is going to create a bigger cesspool and cause more issues. Because this no longer will just affect a small group of community. This will start affecting the larger cast of people. They might start seeing VTubers as problems. They might start seeing other communities as issues when they already are seeing this negatively. And I really don't want the VTuber community to get hit even harder because of a bunch of disingenuous motherfuckers. So I really hope it isn't just a group of disingenuous motherfuckers and it is done with pure intent for positivity and not just done as a way to self-ride, dick ride to victory and make yourself look better than you actually are. I really hope that is the case. And I'll be keeping my eye on this. I want to be proven wrong. I really do. I want to eat my own words. I really do. Because it'll be better that way. Because then it'll just prove that there's still some hope in this fucking planet. I really do. Just let them know we're just talking about stuff and everything's all good. If anybody can, I gotta go grab my food. They're stuck in a pre-roll stream ad. Oh. Don't go away. Woo! Baby girl. Come here, baby girl. Up, up. Wow. There you go. Alright. Sniff, sniff. You're such a cute little baby. Sit down. You're gonna get stuck if you go that way. Darn. You're such a fluffy baby. No. Don't go that way. She's being curious. I know it's been a bit since you've been in here, baby. She just wanted an extra quiet place that's a little bit warm. So my roommate is being like super loud because he's having a good time. He gets really loud when he gets like excited, and I don't have a problem with that. But I noticed that my cat Thorn, she has like a little bit of an issue when she hears super loud screaming. I don't know if it just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if she's just hearing sensitive. She has a little bit more, she's got a little bit more sensitivity. She's become loaf. I don't know, she just has like sensitivity issues. Also, we're about to lag for a second. Ooh, it's killing the internet. Oh, it's killing the kilobytes. Oh, it's killing the kilobytes. Oh, it's killing the kilobytes. No, it's killing the kilobytes. My drop frames. I'm drop framing. TikTok, why? TikTok, please. TikTok, please. Please tell me we're normal again. Go back to normal. Come on, go back to normal. No, we're drop framing again. No. No, don't drop frame now. No, back. Go back. What is happening? Why is their internet speed getting all fucking wacky? What's going on now? What the fuck is that? I gotta check the fucking internet real quick. There's we're drop framing like a motherfucker right now. We're drop framing like a motherfucker. Which means we're fluctuating. I don't know if I need to restart stream because we are drop framing really badly. Trying to see what the problem is. What the fuck? How is our internet? Is my internet broken again? I might not be able to stream if that's the case. I didn't even notice that it was like that. It wasn't like that just a second ago. It's 10 fucking millibytes a second. Hold on, we're gonna stop for a second.